さてと、昨日のファッションのロケーショニングか。ダートムーアだったっけ？スナイパーライフルがどっかあるのかな？ああ、そうそうそうそう。これまだやってないんだよね。これメイン、間違えた。ピアノマン。ああ、そうそう、庭で現れることができるようになったんだよね。これで行こう。さあ、ヒットマンはもう庭にいる。お、1名様いらっしゃい。さあ、ちょっととりあえず情報を聞きに行かないかんのやけど、ちょっとその前に、おう、顔を知ってるやつがあっちにいる。怖い怖い。なんでそこにいるんだよ。あれ？庭師なのにここの中入れないの？まあいいや、しゃがみで入ろう。オンにしちゃダメでしょ。ボートの鍵。ボートでも逃げれるのかな？待って、それ外側にない？この庭のこの中にあるんじゃないの？アイテム。アイテムここにあるよね。 こんなとこにあるのかよ。とりあえずあいつの情報を顔見知り多すぎな。ここは来ても大丈夫ですか
？On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. And that's a broken heart if I ever saw one.
で、野球ボール。
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about this text.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but...
この中は入っちゃダメ？
I was in
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Shit.
A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor.
Caroline really did a number on you.
探偵に扮しなきゃいけないわけだよね。
Go and trim a hedge, doofus. I mean it, leave. Can't come through here.
面倒だね。変装したくても変装できねえじゃないか。なんで戻るんだ。ここ閉めれるんだ。
Self-respect. Not to get too personal, but what if we were talking about your kid here? I mean, would that change?
Gotta keep that windscreen clean.
For me?
Just thought so.
It's hard to say, isn't it? I suppose I'd be more inclined to give them the benefit of the doubt.
これであの人に変装しよう。
Disappointment would be a big factor too.
Device has been...
Please, no! Don't do it!
Can't go without my button.
ボディーガード。これで近づきやすくなったな。おや？これはこれ、謎のスイッチ。
So, how long have you been working?
About a month now.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shithole?
で、探偵に近づこうじゃないか。
I don't like dancing.
おう。ここ鏡に乗っておったか。
And intrigue. This will be good.
そこに行きたいんですけど、どっから降りれたっけな。こう毎回来るたんび迷子なんだよね。じゃあ、ここトイレ。あれどこだっけ？いやー、どこだ？階段はどこだ？ あ、目の前にあったわ。置いてばよかった。探偵に、俺は用があるんだ。
I beg your pardon?
An unusual connection to the place, even though you married into the family.
I do not. I mean, it is my husband's ancestral grounds. Of course I care, but... What are you insinuating?
Just an observation.
Listen, Gregory. Oh. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh, dear God, not this again.
So I got hold of the officer. He says it was fine.
紛争するにはさ、てかこの人も髪の毛あんのにさ、こいつに紛争してバレない？大丈夫？こいつをどうやって眠らせる？ああ、これでトイレまで誘導するか。
Let me through. Let's just debate.
待った。ここでやるんじゃなかったね。
Like you belong to clubs in London. I bet you're a great dancer.
I don't like dancing.
What about restaurants? You like food? I know some great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Spend a few bucks. A girl like you deserves that.
I don't know.
あの人をね、トイレに誘導したい。
Just a little one.
でもここはね、人がいっぱいなんですよ。人がいないとこまで行ってくれませんか？ベル。鳴らす？探偵になりたいけどさ、探偵になれないんですよ。
You have strong feelings for Thornbridge Manor.
I beg your pardon?
An unusual connection to the place.
あ、そうだ。
even
こ
though
の
you
探偵の
married
助手にな
into
ろ
the
う。
family.
I do not. I mean, it is my husband's ancestral grounds. Of course I care, but... What?
あ、ごめん。
Sorry, man, but you're
やっぱ助
just
手にはなれ
making
な
me
い。
feel a little uncomfortable now.
悲しいかな。
Okay?
I do not. I mean, it is my husband's ancestral grounds. Of course I care, but... What are you insinuating?
Just an observation.
Listen, Gregory. Something's off. Pruitt got word his motion was rejected. We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh dear God, not this again.
So I got hold of the
小
officer.
巻入れ。うん、そうそう。
He
これ
says
な
it
ん
was
か
fine
使え
and
そう
nice,
なん
but
だけど。
then how can it be
なんだろうな。
withdrawn?
Just wait a few days.
このターゲッ
I'm
ト
sure
が
it'll
数
sort
とか
itself
そんなん
out.
じゃないのかなって思ったりするんだ
Still
けど。
alive, huh? Good on ya.
溶け込む。
Gregory, don't say more to that weird detective than you need
あ、
to.
いつの間に
I
か
was
探
just
偵あんなと
having
こ
a
に。
laugh, dear.
探偵
Must
待
admit,
って。
he's pretty good.
What did he believe?
My way. I'm about to puke. Out of my way.
大丈夫ですか？トイレまでご同行します。
Figures.
トイレは確かその部屋だったようです。だと思いますが。隠せるね。大丈夫ですか？よし。あれ探偵はもう眠っている。そして私が探偵だ。レンチ拾っておくか。バナナ。羊がいるの？いた。羊。あ、違う。なんで三角をしたつもりが四角になっちゃってんだよ。ちょっと待った。トイレのとこからか。三角をしたつもりが四角になっちゃったよ。
No!
Why waste away in front of the books when he can play like that? That music makes my heart soar.
You and me both.
大丈夫ですか？私がきっちり探偵の仕事を引き継ぐので。まただ。どうしました？そんなに震えて。
If you're dressed like a Detective 47, you might as well act the detective. I suggest you go talk to the butler.
Banana は一応拾っておく。で、羊。いた。
Mr. Whitmer, are you ready to inspect the crime scene now?
Oh?
I am. Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
ファンズビーって名前なんだ、この人。なんか鼻水詰まってそうだな。
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all.
なんか噂によるとベッドで寝てるとか寝てないとか。しかもその旦那さんは死んでいて、死んだ死体をベッドに寝かせてるとか。
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
まあ以前ここ訪れたんですけどね。旦那さんがこれ寝てらっしゃる。
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare,
Short-lived
short-lived plant poison. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
ウイスキー。他に調査するとこあるの？まあ、刃物ゲッチ。
Zachary was shopping for New Wellington.
ん？これか。ザカリー・カーネルさんたちじゃない。カーライルの寝室にあったノートパソコン。昨夜、ザカリーはウェリントンブーツをネットで買おうとしていたことがわかる。
Last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
あ、なんかどっか置いてあったね、そういえば。ブーツ。
Zachary's suicide note.
ザカリーの遺書。
Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
まだ調査すべき点があるか？特にと言ってないんですが、ここぐらいですか
？A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
何？あの人下にいるの？下に戻られちゃった。Fernsby.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmire, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
So how does one solve a murder mystery?
インテルメニューを開く。 ああ、それで容疑者をあれすることできるの。
Motive means an opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
容疑者を尋問し、容疑者は今どこにいるの？その容疑者たちが今どこにいらっしゃるのかわからない。書いてあったかな？見てる。いや、書いてないね。どこかしらにいるんだろうな。どこかしらにいるっつってもなんか集める方法はねえの。あ、ここにいっぱいいるんだったね。
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book.
今手に入った情報は
Which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing.
やっぱ
Please
ザカ
be
リがなん
kind
か知
to
ってる
Edward. He can only take so much.
ほうほう
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
You're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough. Hiya.
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Naるほどね。この人も家族の一人だよね。待ちなさい。
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
まあ言うならもうアレクサのせいだね。ここにいる人たちもなんか関係あんのかな。なんだろう。関係ないんで。失礼した。あの人そうだったっけ。もう家族の頃だからこういうところにいるんじゃないの？いたいた。
Professor Edward Carlisle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a...
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death.
Mm-hmm.
We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Soだなあ。あと他は誰がいたっけ？これが確定。この人どこにいんの？あ、さっき聞いた人だよね、この人。
By words and meaningless gestures.
まだどこにいんだろうな。
I need to stop thinking about Emma all the time, but she just makes me so angry.
Tell me.
She She scolded Mary for not making the bed the way she prefers it. It's so unfair. She'd just discovered Zachary's dead body and was
あとどこにいんだろう。
Patrick talking to Madame Carlisle's daughter.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
あとのメンバー、いた。
Yo, Anne, what's up? Relax, man. I said I'd get you money. It's just gonna take a little longer.
金?
Jeez, and how's that my fault? Calm the fuck down, Ant. You know I'm good for it. I'm a Carlisle. I'm made of money. Just lean back and enjoy the music. Meanwhile, go and have some drinks on me. No, Christ, I'm gonna hang up. Let's talk when you calm the fuck down.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by ball.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
他の人どこに行ってんだよ。あとどの人だっけ？聞いてないの。この人はもうなんか、聞いたもんな。あれ全員聞いたよね。この人は聞いた。この人も聞いた。
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know.
関心のある場所。 ザカリーの部屋から出てる。そう、執事のオフィスはどこにあるの？
What's up?
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
まだなんだよな。お。
I received the vault token for the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. Did I understand correctly that I should give it to Rebecca in case of your death?
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on our behalf. I wonder what you would do. Attack, regroup, close the gates.
Yeah, I can't let you pass. I'm sorry, sir.
Hmm?
Excuse me. You're not allowed here, you know. That's it. One foot in front of the other, and goodbye forever.
上の階はダメと。困ったね。この部屋に来て。
Looking good today, sir.
Oh, Zachary. At least you never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the Carlyle legacy, what bollocks. It's all gone, I fear. That bloody Arthur Edwards, how did I not see it? I doubt our big brother could have botched it up any worse than I have, even if he'd tried.
Hmm. 関心のある場所ってなんだろう。
Well?
Well?
Well, what did you...
I'm glad we speak the same
ここは入っちゃダメね。Sorry. どこまでが良くてどこまでが良くないのかわかんないな。何もないな。お。
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
これでレベッカが、になったと。エマの部屋がどこにあるんだ？上の階が行けないからな。下の階とこの階でどうにか探していかなきゃいいんだけど。あ、もう一名様いらっしゃい。
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
おう、そうね。水溢れてますね。聞こえないか。聞こえない。もう一名様いらっしゃい。
Oh, come on, I don't need this shit. God damn it!
ちょっとね、ある部屋に行くためにはこの人がちょっと邪魔なので、ちょっと眠ってもらいました。
Keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room,
Oh.
I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
ますます謎になったな。あとはどこにないか。杖。犬は好きか。なんか写真を撮るとこがあるね。あとは誰が ザカリーの部屋、レベッカの部屋、容疑者はまだエマとパトリックはまだあれなんだな、疑いがまだ残ってんだな。エマの部屋マジどこだ？ここ開けても意味ねえんだよな。なんか情報ないっすかね。やっぱ上の階行ってみたいけどな。謎のスイッチ、アイテムは所持していない。これがわからない。謎のスイッチって何のスイッチ？
Yeah, keep it real.
ここはあれなんだよね。
I need to get a listing of asset transfers from the Carlisle account HTC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. Yes.
もうなんか会合始めたな。
Yes, I'm still here. It doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist?
ちょっとね、情報を知るためには君のパソコンを見てみないとわかんないんだよね。弁護士。どれどれ。
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlisle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
ここが繋がっている。あ、そうか、ここ繋がってたね、そういえば。で、会合が開かれて、あ。これで、まだあれだな。エンマたちの、あれが、分かってねえな。
Digging, and I can see that a lot of our mandates are void. financial decisions revoked and a freeze on
Rebecca.
And then you give me that token for the vault in London. But only one of two. You need to explain.
The token for the bank vault is just a contingency measure. I doubt you'll need it.
Christ, Mother, that's exactly what I mean. Could you be more cryptic?
I am working very hard to figure everything out. I need you to back off and trust that I'm in control. I have contingency plans and will make sure that you get information, useful, factual information when I have it. But for now, I need time to focus.
Business as usual, then. You are cold, Mother. And alone. By choice.
Don Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibilities.
ここはトイレか。ここは外に繋がってて、ここはここ先のとこか。あ、待って、この二人いるじゃん。何か情報はないか。
I gave it to him in person. You got it there. Right. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. And don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of this.
My perfect mother. Ha! Who would have thought? You fucked up, didn't you? Staging your own death? A major, grandiose cock-up, I'd say.
Be quiet, Gregory.
Well, it shows you're only human, after all. I never would have guessed.
He plays the strings of my heart with that piano.
ピアノか。ヒカキ棒。ピアノ。あんずかなんかあるね。あんず拾っただけでこんな割れる？
It might, but I need to finish Mother's eulogy for tomorrow. She doesn't think I can do it, does she? Did she say anything to you?
なんだ？コイン。なんかいろいろ考えさせられるな。これ難しいぞ、この。ここは誰の？
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
ファンズビーの。サーベル拾ってもいいね。逆に今それ拾ったら危ねえ。この奥行った方がいいかな。ワイン。
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47?
なんだ？お。
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the
なんでそんなもの
world
がこん
that
な
he
とこ
and
にある
Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47.
I can't deal with all this pretend funeral stuff just now. I know I have to, but Amy thinks she might be pregnant. I'm going to be a dad.
Amy is a great lass. You love her, she loves you, and now a wee one on the way. I'd say you're one lucky bastard.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
まだ調査していく必要があるんだけど、他見れる場所あったか？もうここさっき見たよね。今のね、今がわかんないんだよ。今がまだ分かってないのと、あと執事でしょ？エマと執事の、ちょっと待って、もう一回2回上がるか。2階にあったよね。なんか、まだここ調査してないやつがあるかな。調査しきってるよね。なんかある？特にないよね。ここ先ほどのトイレ。このボタンがようわからんねんな。 あ、待って、写真。レベッカ。こういうカメラもいろいろヒントになっていくんだな。上に上がれるかな。上に上がるほかないよね。それ以外に情報となるものがないので、上に上がりたいのだけど、上に上がろうとすると、のんのんつって抑えられちゃうから、あ、待って、これ以上上ってむずいのか。ここからはいけねえな。地下。ああ、そこがあるね。こんな探偵いねえだろ。こんなとこまで来て調査しに来る探偵なんて。
Not that I saw. All I can think about is those swollen eyes.
通り抜けるには難しいな。危ない。違うけど、あれ不思議があって見に来ると思ったんだけどな。 反応しないか。でもな、そこも見てるよね。この人さえどうにかなればいけるのか。いや、2人いるんだよな。おお、ここ開いてんじゃねえかよ。仕方ないね。
Okay. Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it again. He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the dead, and that he has to write a eulogy for some make-believe funeral event. I still have the restraining order on him, that whoever gets this message now that Alexa is dead better get him under control. Otherwise, I see no other way than to get the police involved.
もうここで情報を得るのかないな。 ないね。あとは、エマと羊の、だったよね。容疑者。あ、もう容疑者分かったんか。じゃあ、あとカザリーに声をかけるだけか。カザリーどこにいんねん。カザリー、てめえは許さねえぞ。カザリー。カザリーどこにおんねん。おったわ。なんか落ちやる。スタッフに溶け込むか。
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
おう。どこへ連れてってくれる？なんか全員来たな。多分だけど。ああ。お、今さっきまで行けなかった上に行かしてもらえるのね、これで。待って、本当ターゲット来てるよね。ちょっとなんか、バナナ置いとこうか。
Hey, how are you?
なんか設置ができないんだよね。バナナ、ポイって投げるだけしかできないんだよ。
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
どこ？これ？これですか。座る。座ること以外に、なんか。
Hey, how you doing?
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
めっちゃ警備員来るの。警備員つか。ボディーガードが。
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You are wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle family. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I am sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Arthur Edwards? The Constant? That must mean you're... I expected you'd show up. But you're not here to kill me. If you were, you would have already. The enemy of my enemy, I suppose.
この選択はミスったか?
You earned it. The file you want is in the safe. Good hunting. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carla. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Hello? You can come out now. Please come out.
なんか気になったのがさ、これなんだよ。これ何使うんだ？ここも気になったけどね。さて、 脱出しますか。なんか普通の、あ、捜索中。なんだ。
You can't tell anyone. But look, the thing is, I've been asked to perform the eulogy at the funeral of this man.
ああ、これか。
I hope they added more body bags in the inventory.
Sorry, got it right.
これはターゲットの死体袋か。どこに連れてかれるんだろう。まあいいや。
Damn it. I need this to work.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
I have no idea what I need to...
Emma Carlyle.
Oh! You startled me. I was just... I don't know, thinking about Zachary. He spent most of his life in here with these plants. Not much of a life, is it? Well, anyway, I'll be outside if you need me. If you'd excuse me.
Mm-hmm. 何かしてたよね。これを作ってたっていうことか。
Now Zachary won't get to see the rhododendron periginium blossom. They were his favorites.
I know, Oliver, I know. We shall all miss him dearly.
じゃあ、エマもあれだね。エマだけ調査外れちゃったけど。エマも容疑者だ。 麻酔。更衣室、屋敷の後ろ。スタッフルーム。今が、もう12時か。じゃあ今日はここまでですな。はい、今日は見に来てくれた方、ありがとうございます。また、もう、そうだな。しばらくもうこの、ヒットマン3やりよこうかな。てなわけで、また、次回もヒットマン3を、明日か明後日にやりたいと思うんで、よければ見てってください。それではまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。